Judges chapter 7, beginning in verse 2. The Lord said to Gideon, "The people with you are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hand, lest Israel boast over me, saying, 'My own hand has saved me.' Now, therefore, proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, 'Whoever is fearful and trembling, let him return home and hurry away from Mount Gilead.' Then 22,000 of the people returned, and 10,000 remained. And the Lord said to Gideon, 'The people are still too many. Take them down to the water, and I will test them for you there. And anyone of whom I say to you, this one shall go with you, shall go with you. And anyone of whom I say to you, this one shall not go with you, shall not go.' So he brought the people down to the water. And the Lord said to Gideon, 'Everyone who laps the water with his tongue, as a dog laps, you shall set by himself. Likewise, everyone who kneels down to drink.' And the number of those who lapped, putting their hands to their mouths, was 300 men. But all the rest of the people knelt down to drink water. And the Lord said to Gideon, 'With the 300 men who lapped, I will save you, and give the Midianites into your hand, and let all the others go, every man to his home.' So the people took provisions in their hands and their trumpets. And he sent all the rest of Israel, every man to his tent, but retained the 300 men. And the camp of Midian was below him in the valley. That same night the Lord said to him, 'Arise, go down against the camp, for I have given it into your hand. But if you are afraid to go down to the camp with Purah your servant, and you shall hear what they say, and afterward your hands shall be strengthened to go down against the camp.' Then he went down with Purah his servant to the outposts of the armed men who were in the camp. And the Midianites and the Amalekites and all the people of the east lay along the valley like locusts in abundance, and their camels were without number, as the sand that is on the seashore in abundance. When Gideon came, behold, a man was telling a dream to his comrade, and he said, 'Behold, I dreamed a dream, and behold, a cake of barley bread tumbled into the camp of Midian, and came to the tent, and struck it, so that it fell, and turned it upside down, so that the tent lay flat.' And his comrade answered, 'This is no other than the sword of Gideon, the son of Joash, a man of Israel. God has given into his hand Midian and all the camp.' As soon as Gideon heard the telling of the dream and its interpretation, he worshipped. And he returned to the camp of Israel and said, 'Arise, for the Lord has given the host of Midian into your hand.' And he divided the 300 men into 3 companies, and put trumpets into the hands of all of them, and empty jars with torches inside the jars. And he said to them, 'Look at me and do likewise. When I come to the outskirts of the camp, do as I do. When I blow the trumpet, I and all who are with me, then blow the trumpets also on every side of all the camp, and shout, for the Lord and for Gideon.' So Gideon and the 100 men who were with him came to the outskirts of the camp at the beginning of the middle watch, when they had just set the watch. And they blew the trumpets and smashed the jars that were in their hands. Then the 3 companies blew the trumpets and broke the jars. They held in their left hands the torches, and in their right hands the trumpets to blow, and they cried out, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon!" Every man stood in his place around the camp, and all the army ran. They cried out and fled. When they blew the 300 trumpets, the Lord set every man's sword against his comrade and against all the army. And the army fled as far as Beth-Shittah, towards Zererah, as far as the border of Abel-Meholah by Tabbath. Amen. I'll tell you that for me, this passage in this story about Gideon, it really came alive for me. It was probably 20 years ago, and I had spent the first 15 years of my marriage, 10 years of my marriage, trying to manipulate my husband into doing what I wanted. I used my powers of argumentation, my powers of debate, my quick tongue, my quick wit, to convince him to do whatever it is that I wanted. I was not leaving my life and my marriage and my family into the hands of God. I held tight onto the reins of my life, my family's life, my husband's life. I held those things in my hand. And one day, it was about 20 years ago, I was reading the book of Judges, reading Judges chapter 7, and the Lord convicted me that he wanted to get the glory, and I was stealing his glory. I was stealing his glory. I was making things happen. And God wasn't getting the glory for it. I was. God does not share his glory with another. Not me, not you, not the armies of men, not the leaders of our governments. God and God alone deserves the glory. Give it to him. He is worthy. For the Lord. A second thought that I have is here how Gideon says, "Follow me. I'll go first. Follow me. Do what I do." So here's a secondary question for you. Can other people follow you? Or are you behind them saying, "Do this, do that"? Or are you in front of them, leading the way, leading in truth, leading in grace, leading in obedience, and saying, "Do as I do, follow me. I'm obeying the Lord. I'm following the Lord. The Lord is out front. He's leading me, and you can follow me." So, friends, God is worthy. He's worthy to be trusted. You can follow him so others can follow you. Stay tuned next week. Tomorrow, Judges chapter 8. But next week, we'll be reading Judges chapter 8 through 14. So read along with me. Read the Bible in 2 years. You can find the whole Bible plan at teachwhatisgood.com. We are reading through the whole Bible in 2 years. God bless you.